Westchester, as local news gets.
Get rid of these people.
Tonight on News 12, relief in northern Westchester as nearly 24 suspected heroin dealers are now off the streets. Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott McGee.
And I'm Janine Rose. 23 people are behind bars tonight, capping a year-long investigation into the Hudson Valley's heroin trade following a number of deadly overdoses, which we have reported on extensively right here at News 12. News 12's Tara Rosenblum is at the County Police Headquarters in Hawthorne tonight with the details.
Yeah, Janine, you're right. We have covered this heroin crisis extensively for the past year, so everyone knows by now how out of control this problem has become. But what we didn't know was that there was a secret task force set up to go after the dealers pushing the deadly drug.
This is not an episode of Breaking Bad. Nobody's rooting for the bad guys.
They're going after them. Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino revealing for the first time Tuesday the creation of a multi-agency task force that's been secretly fighting back against the heroin scourge for the past year.
The officers and detectives assigned to the Northern Narcotics Initiative spent thousands of hours investigating heroin sales, including intelligence gathering, surveillance, undercover buys, and wiretaps.
And their work has paid off since the formation of the task force that brought together the FBI with 7 northern Westchester police departments and the County Department of Public Safety. 125 suspected dealers were taken off the streets. And this morning, another 23 more arrests followed. Our cameras were rolling as one suspect got nabbed pre-dawn at the Bowman Towers in hard-hit Peekskill.
The distribution and sale of heroin is literally a fight for our children's lives.
Astorino says the task force was born in response to the skyrocketing number of local heroin deaths. More than 85 in 2 years, many of the victims young people. Buchanan Police Chief Brian Tubbs knows firsthand the pain behind those statistics.
I personally knew 2 of the young men who had passed away from overdose of heroin. I've watched them grow up. They played sports with my son, so it was personal.
As for the work of this task force, it is far from over. We're told more arrests are likely. And as for those suspected dealers that are already behind bars tonight, well, many of them are just in their 20s and 30s and facing life in prison. We're in Hawthorne tonight, Tara Rosenblum, News 12.
All right, Tara, thank you very much for that. And, of course, for the people who live in the communities where those drug sweeps occurred today, well, the arrests couldn't come a moment too soon. News 12's Grace Noon continues our Team 12 coverage tonight from Peekskill with that part of the story.
Alleged drug dealers were moved from their apartments at Bowman Towers in Peekskill Tuesday before the sun even rose. Get rid of these people. Edie Acosta says she's concerned about a growing drug problem.
Hopefully these people will get the idea this is not good, this is not the right thing to do.
That's the message a law enforcement task force is sending out. For the past year, they have been targeting drug dealers and suppliers to combat heroin abuse in northern Westchester.
Well, I think it's good.
This woman who asked us to conceal her identity, hoping the police raid will make a difference.
The young people, they don't even have a chance no more. You know, with all these drugs and everything else going on out here. So I worry about them because a lot of them are dying.
Any step to cut off the channels to drug dealing welcomed by Joe Shooter.
Well, I would say the less available we could make the drugs on the street, the more it's going to help the kids because there's just going to be less access, hopefully.
Agents and officers arrested 20 suspects in just one day. Many people are relieved that these alleged drug dealers are off the street. Now they say they want the justice system to do its part and keep them behind bars. We're here in Peekskill, Grace Noon, News 12.
Westchester's Drug Task Force has made more than 125 drug arrests over the past year.
Wow, what a beautiful little sunset right there, but a bitterly cold day once again. Meteorologist Joe Rayo in the Weather Center tonight with that hyper-local forecast. Joe, how much longer is this cold going to last?
Well, it'll be unseasonably cold for one more day, Scott. That'll be for tomorrow, and then hopefully a little bit of a warm-up Thursday and Friday.